If this found you, you are in the eye of the storm right now. You are in the center of your transformation, of your metamorphosis, and I think that's really profound, and we're going to talk about it. I just stopped that at 11 seconds, no less. Earlier when I was recording, I tried multiple times to condense this. It's not working. So if you're seeing it now, this one's definitely meant for you because I've tried. I was saying earlier that the number 227 could be important, as well as just 27. And as I said that, 27 had rolled by me in the first clip on this train, so that was interesting. And all the numbers on this certain part of this cargo train, every single number started with 333. So I thought that was really telling. Those might be important numbers for you. As well as February might have been a very... it might have been a month where it felt like a catalyst to something else in your life. But I'm going to try to condense this one more time. I'm going to try to get this right, okay? So basically the way that this came through to me was that you were in the middle of this metamorphosis. It's like you're not quite the new thing and you're not quite the old version of you, but you are right now kind of on this weird pause or this feeling of being like floating in this liminal space, like right in between. Like you're literally, it's like you're in the middle, the eye of the storm, so you're watching it happen around you. It's like you're seeing it from all different directions. Like you're really in it, like you're deeply in it right now. And so I literally was channeling this, like as I was driving home, I pulled over to literally write it all down in the back of my Dunkin' Donuts bag. I'm serious when it comes to this. Like, I don't fuck around, okay? I heard the breakdown leads to the breakthrough. And then I also heard something along the lines of, I am no stranger to a breakdown, or I'm no stranger to suffering. I'm no stranger to the splitting open of the self, the sacred brutality of transformation. It is really heavy emphasis on the process of what death and dying and decay looks like, before we can get to the other side where things are anew, where things are changed, when things are, beautiful or more joyful or more safe or open or what have you, right? And I have here, where is it? I become broken temporarily to then be remade. That's what this is. It's like the symbolic death of something, maybe the past version of who you were, right? It's almost like saying goodbye to that version often includes this kind of excavation process of our emotions, of our limiting beliefs, of these stuck energies that need to be released, purged. Literally, I'm seeing it like come out of the pores, like sweating them out or whatever. It's like it feels warm as this is happening. So this really could be like a sacral or like a root chakra energy. But it feels like this warmth, like steam, like rising to the surface, and it has to be released somehow. So maybe that's something you guys should try too, is like to cleanse or detoxify in some way through heat, through sweating, sauna, hot shower, like something like that. But yeah, so that's kind of like how this started, and I was just really feeling like, again, you're so familiar with that process, you understand the depth of it, that in order to get to something beautiful, to get to that place that we desire, whether, like I said, it's safety, it's comfort, it's a knowingness, it's anything that makes you feel like you can breathe, right? It's something there that is positive for you, that cradles you, that holds you. In order for you to get there, you must first go through this rather painful process of letting something die, okay? It really feels like you are so familiar with that process, and it's because a part of you, whether past life or just in general, I honestly think this is very past life related. It's maybe like this knowingness that followed you to this lifetime. You knew that your path, your journey, whatever you want to call it, that you are walking, that you're part of, that you are on, was never going to be easy. It was never going to be easy. It wasn't going to be all fun and fluff and love and light and whatever. It was going to be hard. It was going to take a lot of facing your fears and a lot of pain, perceived pain, right? Like, 'cause I think it definitely is our perspective and the way that we're looking at it. But it's like you have prayed or visited at the altar of of change, of suffering, so to speak, right? It's like there is some sacred aspect to what you are doing. That person's brakes sound horrible. And then I have here the belief that something sacred is possible even when we have been through hell. So through this whole situation here that I was just saying, like I said, you know what it's like to be broken down into nothing. But every time you also know how to build yourself back up, and you are remade, and you are different every time. The things that you've been through, it doesn't have to be negative, but they changed you. There's no denying that. The things that you have witnessed, that you have been through, that breakup, it changed you. Or maybe that divorce, it changed you. Maybe, being ghosted or something, that changed you. Something big that happened in your life, like these things that you've been through, this is very trauma related for a lot of you. Like the things that you've experienced and witnessed and lived through is important. You have lived through it. You've persevered through these things, multiple recurring things, and it's painful emotionally and mentally, and it takes a toll on you. But it's like, you not only have just gotten through it, you've endured so much. And so what I was getting also was this image of someone in a basement. Basement to me symbolically is the unconscious, or it's like the deepest part of the soul. Because oftentimes in imagery, like with symbolism, the house is the foundation, right, of you. The house often represents you. And the basement are these kind of dark layers or levels where things are hidden. It's the unseen. Like I said, it's the unconscious. This is the place where maybe things hide, or they get forgotten, or you don't really know that they're there until you pull out everything else, hence excavation process, right? I saw this person kneeling down. There's nothing else in the basement. There was no rush. There was no panicky emotions, no anxiety. It was just kind of this like gentle, intuitive determination and knowing to be like, I want to double check everything down here. Like, I feel like I'm missing something. Like, it's this feeling of, I feel like I'm missing an item. I'm leaving something behind. Like, it's like, let me just double check to make sure I got everything. That's what it felt like, because this house and the basement were empty, which makes me really feel like this is an old version of you, and you're leaving. It doesn't work anymore. It's like the house is too small, or maybe there's a leak in there, or maybe it's like, the foundation is rotten. Who knows? Maybe the roof is about to blow off. I don't know. But regardless, if the house represents you and there's nothing in it anymore, you're moving. You're moving. You might be literally moving also, but I think this is more symbolic of you changing from this old version to a new version of you. And this person was in the basement brushing away this kind of like dirt and debris, and at the bottom of this dirt pile, it's the only thing in the basement, okay? And there's no light in here. You have like a coat on or a jacket on. This person's like getting ready to leave. It's a last check and a sweep for anything they missed. And at the bottom of this pile, underneath, is this little coal, this ember that's like still burning brightly, that's still going, it's still thriving, it has oxygen, it has life to it, right? And so that's why I say the belief that something sacred is possible even when we've been through hell, because I think that ember is really symbolic of, even in the dark periods of your life, or even in, shitty circumstances, even though you've been through so much, even though you feel like you're like, I can't, no more. Please, no more. There is either this internal piece of you, the ember is this piece of your soul, like I said, the depths of your soul, or it's external to you via a certain person, a relationship, a friendship, or something, right? It's either internal or external. I'm kind of getting a little bit of both. That ember never goes out. And to me, that is symbolizing hope, and that you are safe to believe in miracles. You're safe to believe that things can be good. It's safe for you to have hope, because I think the whole point of the ember is that you need to blindly have faith and believe, even though you cannot see it, even though it's down below, buried somewhere deep, to still have that knowingness. Your blind faith and your knowingness is the oxygen that feeds that ember. So even when shit is fucked up, you still have faith that it's going to work, that you're going to be okay, and that it's safe for you to have hope, regardless of what it looks like on the outside. I love you.